Hi guys, welcome to Casey's Contemplation. So on our spiritual journey, we all know that there are highs and lows. There are times where we feel super close to God and so on fire for Him, but then there are times where we feel so distant from Him, even if we are doing everything the same. Today I'm going to share 2 different times I was in a spiritual low and how God brought me back to Him. One time, I realized I was in this spiritual low, and I didn't know what to do about it. And so I was like, you know what? I'll just go to God for help. So I was like, all right, God, I feel distant from you. Can you please lead me to something or just show me what I need to do in order to get out of this dryness? And before you know it, I got a package in the mail from my great-grandma who I rarely get to see. And so I was all excited, like, oh, what could be in this package? And inside was this prayer book. And it was her prayer book that has got her through so many hard times throughout her life. And she was telling me how special it was to her and how I should pray it as often as I can. By receiving this simple prayer book in the mail, it gave me so much consolation that God is watching over me, that He knows my heart and He knew I was in this spiritual dryness, but yet God showed me that if I prayed to Him and asked Him to bring me closer to Him, that He will provide. One other time, I found myself in a spiritual low for quite a while, and I started blaming God for it because I was still doing everything the same, but I was so empty and I wasn't getting anything from it. And then a friend I rarely get the chance to talk to sent me a random text in the middle of my day, and it was a picture of Jesus' face, and on it it said, "I can't wait to talk to you and hear from you this week. Jesus." This made me realize that God wasn't abandoning me, or it wasn't His fault that I felt this way, but it was because I wasn't giving Jesus the attention that He deserved. Yeah, I was praying every day, but I was looking at it at a whole different way. I was looking at it as if it was a chore or something, as in, okay, God, if I pray every day and go to church every day and do this, this, and this, then you'll give me this. And no, that's not how Christ works. All I have to do is be His friend and just talk to Him about my day, and He will pour His love on me. So here Jesus is just waiting and longing for me to talk to Him and be personal and real with Him, but yet I choose to ignore Him and just go through the motions. After receiving this message, I was like, okay, Lord, I know what I need to do. And yet, by the end of the day, did I end up giving Him the time that He deserved? No, I failed. But because Jesus is so awesome and cares so much about our relationship and doesn't give up on us, He reached out to me that next day. Here I was sitting in daily mass, and I was so distracted that I had missed all of the readings. And I realized this, and I was like, okay, Casey, I need to start paying attention. And by that point, the priest was walking up to give his homily. And I kid you not, the entire homily was about how we should never cease to pray, that we must pray always, that we can't just pray a little part of our day here and a little part of our day here, but we have to offer up our entire day as a prayer, that we have to be in constant communication with God. I knew that this was Jesus telling me, come on, Casey, I really need to talk to you, just please give me your time. And so God didn't give up on me. He saw where I was struggling, and He brought me back to Him. Not only do these God nods show just how much Christ cares about our relationship with Him, but they also show how God works through people to communicate with us. He worked through my grandma to send her prayer book to me, He worked through my friend to send me that random text message, and He worked through my priest to share that message that I needed to hear so badly that day. So God doesn't just answer us in our hearts, but if we keep our hearts, eyes, and ears open, we will be able to see how God works through people to communicate with us. From this God nod, I hope it brought awareness to how God works through people and how God can pull us out of our spiritual dryness and back to Him. Thank you guys for watching.